Senator Cadell.
It's not often in this chamber you get up and a National Party member will endorse virtually everything a Greens member says, but I was ticking off my talking points with Senator Shoebridge and shortening my speech. There's 27,000 Australians that are roughly on the TPI, as you said, and they have given their all. They have given their health as well as given their service. And they have always deserved better, and they always will deserve better. And the reasons for not moving that amendment are understandable. We saw in this place when there was a previous vote on, I think, seniors coming in and doubling the allowance of work without penalty. What happened that it got referred to the other place and came back, and to pass it, that had to be walked back on. So this is a good thing that it gets through now. It gives them something. It is not enough. And we saw last government, a National Party minister had to effectively grandstand to try and help veterans for $94 million to try and start processing. One thing this government has done is resource quite well to try and reduce that backlog. I know Senator Shoebridge and myself were talking with DVA and Liz Cosson AM, the secretary of that department, about the process, and we were looking about backlogs and all these sorts of things, and the reducing to zero the over dates, and there are massive claim of veterans going back, and we have to do more. And why have these people not gotten what they deserve? It's because they are the quiet people. They have served this country with pride. They are used to a chain of command. They don't want to be upset what's going on, so they effectively suffer in silence. This is a good thing this money is here. I note the Tune report that was referred to by Senator Shoebridge put 4 options forward. Option 1, no change to the TPI level and classification. Great, that wasn't taken. That's gone. Option 2, and I think this one is, a one-off increase in the TPI payment while maintaining non-economic loss status. That is one of those, but there were more. There are other options. There are bigger options. And I am a small fry on our side. I am not in government, but I think I heartily endorse Senator Shoebridge that when we come back, let's look at what we can give these people to go on. Because Senator Davey said in her speech, every 2 weeks a veteran commits suicide. These are a group, a cohort of people that work together as a team. They feel a great sense of loyalty to each other. They trust their lives in other people's hands. They go through their entire career. We pick them up, we move them on postings. They do this without concern. They lose family, they lose contact, they lose friends. They lose everything if they lose their health and qualify for a TPI pension. And if we aren't giving them the basics to survive, then as a country we need to look at ourselves. So what happens when a person gets to the end? I've got a constituent that has contacted me over some time, and it's not a fault of the minister or the previous minister because they've processed. They're now at this administrative appeals tribunal on a claim that was initially approved and taken back. And when you talk to the people at DVA, they care, they get it, they want to do the right thing, but this person's medical bills are such that they've had to hire someone at $100,000 a year to perform their role in their business. So it's not only costing their health, they're not only getting their health care fixed, but they're now paying someone to do the job that they could do. So we stand here, we look at this $2.70, I think, rounding up, $2.75, I think you calculated. And why is it important to the Nat so much? Because so many of these people, the military is overrepresented by people who come from the regions, just like there was in the call-ups of wars. People from the regions effectively come and are overrepresented in the military. They are willing to do their work, they are happy to do their work, and what we've found is that in the analysis of the Tune report showed that TPI veterans within the broader TPI veteran cohort may have less financial security because of individual circumstances, then the other changes of TPI payment would be beneficial. And so we need to look after these people that finish their career, have no health, honestly have no future career prospects, have sacrificed so much during their prospect and are left with very little. We need to give them hope, if nothing else. $2.75, $1,000 is something. Thank you to the government. We'll be supporting this as going forward. But let's always think of these people in everything we do. We celebrate so many people in this country, but not this quiet cohort of people who get on, do the right thing, stay quiet, don't protest, we don't get clicktivism from them, we don't get noise from them, they're not out the front of Parliament House, but they are there and they are deserving of this, and I wholly support this bill.